Yo, what is good, guys? This is the Beyond New York podcast, and we're back with another YouTube video. So, yesterday I dropped my first YouTube video talking about Jalen Suggs. Go check that out. Hit a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. Do what you gotta do. You can also check out my podcast as well. I'll put the link in the description. But as you can see, based on the screen you're watching, you must be asking, like, why in the hell do I have the WNBA website posted up on here? Well, if you put two and two together, you should know why. Shaq brought up that they should lower the rims to 9 feet so that female players can dunk easier, and supposedly the game will become more interesting to watch and it'll attract more fans. And Candace Parker was all in her feelings, and I'm sorry to say it, but Shaq kind of right. He kind of right, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want to describe and talk about how the WNBA can become more respectable, because they want this respect as if they are NBA players. Like, they criticize when NBA players get big contracts, or sometimes they get in their little salty bag, and it's like, I understand because you're not getting paid that much. They should at least be getting paid. At least, because the average salary is $100K. They should at least be getting paid $500K. But you know what I mean, though. Like, you're not worth that 154 LeBron money. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real here. But just looking at these stats, like, it told me a few things that is wrong with this league and why it doesn't succeed and doesn't bring no attraction, no attention or anything. 88 points per game? Number one, there's only 12 teams. So that means less players in the league in general. Not a lot of games. There's 22 the last year because of the whole COVID thing, but usually around that 30-something range. So they can't play 82 like men. But I don't think anybody want to see them play 82 anyways, no offense. So I think, raise it up to about like 50, 55, something like that. Somewhere around there. I'm not going math, but something like that I think is good. And 88 points per game, I'm sorry, but that's not going to cut it. I know they play 10-minute quarters, but you know what that tells me? They play a slow-pace game. And if there's anything that's not going to catch, if there's something that's not going to catch the eye of a casual viewer, it's like watching baseball. If you're a casual baseball fan, or if you're just a casual person, you don't watch sports that much, but you catch a baseball game, you're automatically not going to like it because it's slow pace. And it's the same situation with a WNBA game. It's slow pace. I've watched a lot of them. I don't hate on women's basketball. I actually like it. It's not that bad. It's something different to watch compared to the NBA's up and down style. But 88 points per game cannot be your best scoring offense in the league. That means you're playing a slow pace. You know what that means? Faster pace. And what does faster pace equal? More scoring. And what does more scoring equal? Fun games. Fun games to watch. They need a more traditional style of play similar to the NBA. Like, how the NBA, the modern thing now is run and gun. Go down the court, jack up like 80 million threes. The WNBA needs something like that to an extent. Not like the NBA does it, because you're going to see a whole bunch of Obi Toppin classic air balls out here and, whole bunch of crazy misses. But just a little sprinkle in a little bit, because, look at even the 3-point attempts. 24, 21, 27. 27 is pretty cool, and they shot the three a lot, Dallas. But it's just not that much possessions going on, and it's like a lot of slow-paced dribble, give it to the big girl in this case. And that's really what it is. It's a lot of a old school style type of game, the WNBA. It's a lot of the taller girls are dominating, like Brittany Griner, for example. No offense to her, but if you lowered her height, I don't think she'd be in the WNBA. She's like 6'9", so she's gonna put up her points. She's gonna put up her rebounds. She's gonna get the blocks. But it's like a lot of the bigger girls dominate the WNBA, which makes sense because majority of them are like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet, and then you got the ones that are like 6'4", 6'5". Those are the ones that majority of the time dominate. But it's like they need more guards, more great guards. I know they've had Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird all these years carrying the WNBA for the guard situation on their back, but they're almost out the door. They're almost out the door, and it's time. You got Sabrina Ionescu, if that's how to say her name, no disrespect to her. She's nice. But besides that, like, I'm a casual fan, so this makes sense for me, and this would make sense for a lot of people. I can only name her, and probably if you showed me a few other guards in the WNBA that are nice, I could probably like be like, oh yeah, I know her. But off the dome, I'm not going to give you a lot of guards in the WNBA that I know like that. Because there's not a lot of ones that catch my eye. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of them that catch my eye. They're not super skilled and fun to watch. That's why I like watching Sabrina Ionescu. She is skilled and she is kind of fun to watch. But there's a reason why I actually like watching college basketball better. Because you got girls like, for example, Paige Beckers, who goes to UConn. She's a freshman. She probably won't be in the WNBA for the next 3 years because different rules. You have to be at least 22 to enter. So she is fun to watch because she plays the way a guy would. You know, the handle is there, the swag is there. She can score, she can pass, she can rebound for her height. She's nasty. You got Haley Van Lith, who's in Louisville. She is nasty. Caitlin Clark, who's in Iowa, just saw her drop like 30-something points. She's nasty. But if you compare her, like, you put these girls in the WNBA, they're dominating already. Rookie year, they're putting up MVP type of numbers. That's how nice these girls are. But they're in college. So that's why college is more fun. The WNBA is just a whole bunch of, like, for example, no offense, but the role players in the WNBA they be making some crazy, like, I've never seen some of the stuff that they be doing. Like, it's mad questionable. Only the stars are the fun players to watch. Everybody else is just like, you know, you're there because you need to fill a roster spot, but you're not that fun to watch. You don't catch my eye. Or you don't catch the casual consumer's eye watching these games. They also need to extend the quarter length. Just put it 12 minutes because that would also help with the scoring issue, your lack of scoring. That's clearly happening. I mean, damn, you even have the New York Liberty out here, even though they were the worst team. And I know that Sabrina Ionescu got hurt, so she missed the majority of the year, or the whole year, in fact, and they put up 72 points a game. That's still crazy. You're putting up 72 points a game. 10-minute quarters, just bump it up to 12. You need more scoring. I'm sorry. It's just like, I ain't trying to sit here and watch women play a 90s style brand game, which isn't as physical as the men's were, which is why people love the men's version, because it was so physical, which made up for the lack and the slow pace. It's not physical in the WNBA. It's just that they're a slow-paced game. They're not that athletic, so you're going to get a whole bunch of post-ups and kicking out of the post and shooting these threes, and it's just not that fun to watch right now currently. The NBA will always be more fun to watch, and they gotta understand that they're never going to be what the NBA is. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not trying to be rude. I support the WNBA. I've watched games, you know, everything. I'm trying to get more into it, but it's just hard sometimes to watch like two random teams play. Like, I would never sit down, no offense, I would never sit down and watch the Atlanta Dream and the Dallas Wings play a game, just random. Like, I need to watch the top tier teams play. And I'll watch the Liberty just because Sabrina Ionescu and I'm from New York, so it's different. But that's the only team that's an exception here. Everybody else, you're a top tier team, I'll watch. But if you ain't, I'm not watching. In the NBA, I'll watch the damn Wizards play the Pistons and I'll be just fine. It's cool. So there's a big difference there. They need something. Younger girls who are interested in playing are needed. Obviously, that's going to come though. I feel like the game's going to advance for the girls. They're already becoming more skilled as the years go on. So I say roughly, 15, 20 years down the line, the WNBA is going to have a pretty nice young core of women that are leading that league. And maybe it can become more an attractive thing to watch because right now it's just not. The older players still run the league. And there's not a lot of younger girls besides like Brianna Stewart and Asia Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu and those girls like that. Those are the only ones that really are the face of that league right now, to be honest. And like I said before, the NBA is always going to be respected more. They're always going to be paid more. But the WNBA needs to stop whining. And they need to do more to get more. That's straight up. I'm not trying to be rude. If anybody catches offense, I'm sorry, but it's true. They need to do more to get more. If they want more pay, they need to play like they're worth that pay that they want. And the league also needs, even though they try to promote it with the men's, it's just like people are clowning it because of these reasons that I've been naming. People are clowning. Oh my gosh, clowning the WNBA because of these reasons that I've been naming. So, come on, put two and two together, and you see the issue here. You see the issue. Like, for example, let's look at the leading scorers for the WNBA. So you had 23 points per game. That's leading the league in scoring, which is not bad. These are not bad numbers. But then, like, for example, the fifth leading scorer in the WNBA should not be, like, 18 points a game. Like, like RJ Barrett puts up 17 points a game. I mean, like, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. And Diana Taurasi's a legend. But it's like, they need a little bit more. That's all I'm really saying. They need a little bit more. Maybe, I think the 3-point line's already pushed in, so you don't need to mess with that. But just push it, play at a faster pace, and I guarantee you the WNBA become more fun. And give it like 2 or 3 years where when Paige Beckers and Haley Van Lith and those girls that are freshmen right now go to the WNBA, that's when it'll start developing quick. Because those two girls are nice. They got the skills. Like, they're better. If you could put them in the WNBA right now, they'd be MVP caliber players. So give it about 2-3 more years, and you'll start to see more. The WNBA will see positive progress. But as of right now, they got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do. And they got to do it soon. Because next thing you know, the WNBA is not going to be here. But anyways, that's going to cap it off. Don't forget to put that thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, you can check out my podcast, link in the description. It's been the Beyond the Arc podcast, my second YouTube video now. And peace.